Hey gang, welcome to another episode of Vital Vinyl. My name's Vernon Smith, and I'm still doing all the things that I've said at the beginning of every other episode. This one's a little different, which I think I say kind of frequently, so I don't know how different that's going to be. But I've reached the end of my records. So this is going to be the final vinyl, the final vital vinyl that's talking about vinyl, until I get more records, that is. But I've kind of been concentrating more on getting stereo equipment, but I think I'm pretty much done with that, except for part of a old turntable that I recently got from my boy Jason. It's a dual 1019, and I'll probably be talking about it in a future episode, so don't worry, it's not quite the end of the show just yet. And also, with that, I do have a Patreon page set up for this channel, so there are tiers of it where you can sign up for certain tiers where the money goes towards me getting albums to talk about on here. So whether it's digital or physical vinyl, there's all sorts of different levels. So go over there and check it out. I'll be glad you did. But yeah, and I've got plenty of other stuff that I'll keep talking about here, whether it's records or stereo equipment, like that 8-track player that I never got to. And probably go in depth on some of the cassette decks that I've talked about, and maybe tapes that I've been making with those cassette decks. Different types of music that maybe I don't have it on vinyl, but I've got it digitally, whether it's streaming or MP3ing, because still got one of these because I love it. I don't know why. Like, for real, I know a lot of old stereo stuff, like there's pros and cons to it, but iPod, there's no reason why that shouldn't be around anymore. It was a perfect format. Aside from, I guess, the types of files, since they could be kind of janky, jacked up sounding, shitty MP3s, but I don't know. There's a great size. My wife's like, well, because people don't want to lug that around. And I'm like, really? Oh my God. I don't know if I have the strength to carry this in my pocket. Anywho, so yeah, I'll keep going on about stuff like that. Okay, so stick around. But yeah, we've reached the last letter of my record collection alphabet, which is the letter W, which will be represented by Wham! Wham! When they make it big. Here's the cover art. And if you love this one, then you might like the back cover, because it's a thumbnail of the front cover and with a whole bunch of just negative space blue. Maybe not the best design choice, but what do I know? I'm just an artist. This has a lot of great hits on it. It's about half great hits and half duds, honestly. And for those of you that don't know or who weren't fans of Wham, I remember as a little kid, like when Wake Me Up Before You Go came on, which is the first track of this song. This is their second album. They put out another one, and I remember seeing them on MTV, but they were called Wham UK, which I don't understand that. Like, you don't see, like, the Allman Brothers US because they're from the U.S. Like, I don't know why they had UK at the end of their name for like an album, but that one, oh boy, did it have some jams on it. And by jams, I mean jam those songs straight up your ass, because they stunk. I mean, there's the classic Wham rap, which, go ahead and look that one up, boys and girls. It's, mammy jammy. You think of the great hip-hop artists of our time, or all time. You got Chuck D, Tupac, Dre. I don't know why I can't even think. I mostly liked a lot of gangster rap like NWA and Ghetto Boys when I was a bit of a youngster. But apparently there's a new name to add to that list, and it is Sir George Michael. And then the video I remember seeing was for the song called Bad Boys. And just like in the Wham rap video, it's like him and Andrew Ridgeley, this dude, who I have no idea what he did in this band. Like, you watch the videos and he's just kind of jumping around in the background, like even like live performances, he's not on a fucking guitar or anything, he's just there, and George Michael's just kind of doing all the heavy lifting. But yeah, he was still half of the band. Maybe he wrote songs. But yeah, they're walking around in like these Hamburg Beatles like leather outfits, like the leather jacket, leather pants, and just, like, they're tough guys or something. I don't know. But anyway, to this record, like I said, starts off with "Wake Me Up Before You Go," and then follows it with "Everything She Wants, Everything She Sees, and now you tell me that you're having my baby." Followed by "Heartbeat," which is whatever, and then "Like a Baby," which, it's like, 4-minute song, but literally like the first 2 minutes is just instrumental, to where like when I was listening to it, I'm like, all right, it's an instrumental song, okay, cool. And then like halfway through he starts singing. Maybe they got to the studio late. Maybe they lost half the lyrics and were just kind of, burning through the tape because they're on a budget. No idea. That's the only Wham record I have, and I got it. And I'm not saying this just to be cool, but like, it was given to me by a friend of mine who was getting rid of a handful of records and an old like Crossley or Victrola type record player. And I was like, yeah, sure, what the fuck, why not? And then it's got "Freedom," which, it's not the Freedom 90, like the "I won't let you down, I won't give you up." This is the whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't want your freedom, I don't want to hang around. That one. Followed by "If You Were There," and "Credit Card Baby." Oh god, one of these songs, it might have been "Heartbeat" on side one. I think that one, if I recall, it is kind of like a late 50s, early 60s sort of vibe to it, so that one's pretty cool. But yeah, "If You Were There" and "Credit Card Baby," but then it ends with "Careless Fucking Whisper," which is just the jam. I remember one year at a comic convention, me and my buddy Laddie like had tables next to each other, and we were both single, or maybe I was married to my first wife, so basically single. Just like as a goof, like whenever some hot girl would come walking up to the table, we'd start playing like the saxophone intro, and be like, "Hey, how's it going? Aren't you glad you heard that story?" And it is like kind of an extended version of it on here. So pretty awesome. Put that song on, lay a lady down by the fire, and just commence to making sweet love for 5 minutes and 20 seconds, or however long the song is. Hey, there's a Wham fan club. Yeah, I wrote to it. Nobody wrote back. Too soon. Get it? Because George Michael's dead, and so is Andrew Wrigley's career. All right. Well, thanks for sticking around for 40-something episodes of my record collection. Max, pardon me a second. Sorry about that. Dog was in here licking his leg, and it was actually his leg, and was just making gross noises in the background. So if you heard in the background, that's what that was. And I was trying to silence him so you wouldn't have to listen to noises like in the background. So you're welcome. And now he's just breathing. Can you hear that? Is it lulling you to sleep? No, dum-dum. We've been falling asleep ever since the minute you started this video. Alright. Now he's knocking into the tripod. What a good studio buddy. But he's a giant 120-pound Rottweiler. So, what you gonna do? Well, what I'm gonna do is wrap this up. So yeah, once again, thanks for sticking by all these months as I walk through my record collection. Now we'll switch it to my digital collection and my streaming collection, so you can hear other stories that are relevant only to me. Maybe I'll kind of get more into the review aspect of these albums, kind of like I did today, where I talked about some of the songs on this record. We'll see. So go ahead and smash that like, share, and subscribe button, or buttons, or don't, and have a blessed day.